This beast is a kaleette. Apparently somebody got the bright idea to cross kale with Brussels sprouts. This beast is the result. I've never tried them before. Heck, I had not even heard of them before I found this. And apparently they cook up similar to Brussels sprouts, and they kind of taste like Brussels sprouts crossed with kale. Let's discover how this goes together. It'll be fun. This is a tad bit wilted since it's been in my fridge for a few days, but treat these like Brussels sprouts. Try twisting them off. Okay, that's not super great. Guess I'm going to trim them. Yeah, that works pretty well. Gotta be careful not to trim too high up, because then the leaves might come off. By the way, if you hear some funny sounds in the background, it's because I'm cooking up some Brussels sprouts right now. Not too worried about these guys being slightly wilted, because I'm going to roast them after I cut them all off. So not a big deal. They'd wilt in the oven anyway. They're a lovely color, I must say. How do they taste? They taste like a leafy green. Better than kale, I must say. Definitely catching some of that Brussels sprout flavor. But definitely different from Brussels sprout, because it's got more of that kind of, not quite like kale, but kind of that freshness of lettuce. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Honestly, if I had a salad with just these little leafy things, I would not complain. Very nice. Now, as I was taking these off the stalk, I was kind of keeping an eye out for any kind of brown or discolored or bug-eaten leaves. I didn't see any, but if I had, I would have removed them. Now that everything is off of the stalk, time to wash them off. Time to wash. Washy, washy, wash. Just move them around to shed a little bit of water, and then leave them here to contemplate their fate while I go get the next part going. Set your oven to 425 degrees. Prepare a baking sheet with some olive oil. I like spray olive oil. You can drizzle if you want, but I think that the spray is really convenient. And we're gonna lay the little kalette florets, we'll call them florets, sure, out. Giving them a little more space than I do the Brussels sprouts, because I'm not sure how much they will shrink. They probably will, though, because they're leafy, and so they'll lose their moisture as things go on. Another difference between these and Brussels sprouts, I didn't cut them as much, which we'll see if I regret that, because some of these are bigger than the others. But that's okay. This is how we learn. Maybe I should have dried these first. Let that be a lesson to you. You might want to set these on a paper towel or something before you put them in, but that's okay. I'm not too worried. The oven at 425 will probably fix a lot of moisture issues. And hey, if these guys end up getting a little bit of steam, that's fine. All right, I've got all my little kalette florets out. You can drizzle olive oil if you want. I'm going to hit them with the spray olive oil because, again, it's convenient. And then give all these guys a little sprinkle of salt. And pepper. This is exactly what I do with my Brussels sprouts. Now, I'm going to put these guys in the oven. I'll be back to check on them in about 10 minutes. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes. All right, give these a nice little shake. I'm gonna put them in for another 10. We'll see how this goes. They're looking good. I mean, I don't know what they're supposed to look like, but why not? All right, moment of truth. Okay, these are a little crispier than I intended. So, see, if I had to do these again, might do them a little lower. Let's see how they taste, though. Okay, crispier than I expected. Let's see how this goes. Honestly, really good. Tender on the inside, crispy on the outside. Let's take another one of these guys here. I think if I did these again, I'd probably lower the temperature to about 400 and maybe reduce the time slightly, or at least keep a closer eye on them. But, oh my gosh, these are kind of addictive. I mean, I've heard of kale chips. I could kind of imagine these being like kale chips. Not that I've had kale chips. But yeah, these are good. Definitely give the Kalettes a try if you ever see them. Yeah, don't know what else to say there. Definitely 10 out of 10. Will continue to experiment with this particular vegetable. They'd probably be really great with any kind of sauce, honey mustard, teriyaki, balsamic vinegar. Yeah, try these out. Anyway, this has been another episode of Make Men Grow with Diana. If you enjoyed this content, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and leave me a comment. Tell me what you think of this particular experiment. Have you tried Kalettes? What did you think? And did I do anything wrong? Got any suggestions for what I should try next? Or how to improve this particular experiment? See you next time on Make Men Grow with Diana. Bye now.